Hello, John Mason. How's everybody? Hope you're all well. Bearing up to the heat, I hope. Well, third parties have been a mainstay of American politics. People, somewheres, people on the left and the right don't think that the two parties are doing enough to advance their cause, and they always say, "Let's have a third party." And the third parties come and go, and they don't. A lot of them don't last very long, but their ideas become injected into the mainstream for good or bad. Now, and, and recently, and there's a danger in third parties that they suck votes away from the two major parties. And that's not always a good thing. See, back in 1980, yeah, I'm dating myself, the contest was between Jimmy Carter and Ronald Reagan. In fact, I'm now looking upon Reagan as a precursor to Trump. Reagan is the first draft of Trump. Let's put it like that. And discussed as I am with both Carter and Reagan, I voted for the independent candidate, John Anderson. He was a good man, had great ideas. And the votes for Anderson, including mine, helped elect Ronald Reagan. And God forgive me for I have done. And currently, the third party activity has included Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who has shown himself to be not just eccentric, but a freak, a weirdo. And the politics like this season has become weirdo. Like the fact that he threw a dead bear in Central Park and make it look like a bicycle ran over him. Please. And we got the independent candidacies of. Oh, by the way, forgot. Robert F. Kennedy has announced that he's going to endorse Donald Trump for president. But there are two peas in a pod. Hucksters and charlatans and grifters. The report is that Kennedy tried to interest his voters, his endorsement to Kamala Harris. Try to get Kamala Harris interested in his endorsement, rather. In exchange, he gets a cabinet position. She turned him down. Good call, Madam President. And so he went to the Trump campaign and said he would endorse Trump in exchange for a cabinet position. And Trump accepted his endorsement without the cabinet position. Is that what RFK Jr.'s campaign was about? A grift? Power brokering? He was once a highly respected environmental lawyer, but he went on these weird freak shows about vaccinations and conspiracy theories. I mean, a real disgrace to the family name. And also we have the candidacy of Cornel West, an important academic leader on the left, an activist and an academic who I've always respected. However, he had the bright idea of running an independent presidential campaign called the Justice for All Party. And he's been using the help of Republican-affiliated attorneys to get on the ballot in Pennsylvania and Arizona. And he's been knocked off the ballot in Pennsylvania by a decision of the Commonwealth Court. And now Cornel is scrounging for some of RFK Jr.'s votes concerning vaccines, the anti-vax wing of RFK Jr.'s voters. What happened to you, Cornel? You're such a great academic, a dedicated activist. What the hell happened to you? And also removed from the ballot in Pennsylvania by the Commonwealth Court is Claudia de la Cruz, representing the Party of Socialism and Liberation. And remaining on the ballot is Jill Stein of the Green Party and Chase Oliver of the Libertarian Party. I'm all for people advocating for their views, including the ones I hate. And third parties do have a role. Third parties do have a way of, like I said, injecting their ideas into the political mainstream. And they become part of the mainstream. 10 years after they're introduced, you can't live without those ideas. Like say Medicare, as an example of an idea. In the 1960s, Ronald Reagan, then an unemployed actor, before he became elected governor of California, took part in this campaign against Medicare, which he called socialized medicine. Talked about how it was a way to oppress and repress and suppress the American people. By giving them medical care, in spite of their income, without worrying to have to pay bills and co-pays and all that fun stuff. And originally the idea was that Medicare was to be for people under 62. Be available for them, but they start with 62 and up because, as a pilot program, as an experiment. Now, Medicare is part of the political landscape and the social welfare landscape. I mean, I'm on it too, and I need it, along with my VA. And sometimes some Republican genius talks about privatizing Social Security and Medicare. It doesn't end well for them. But I digress. Third parties do have a role, and they, for good or bad, in our politics. But we can't have any third party votes this November. We always hear that the two parties are the same, no difference between them. But they're the only two parties we got. And we can't try to be pure and say, oh, we don't want to be corrupted by the corrupt political system. But hey, that's the only political system we have. And third parties will just suck the purists away from voting for the mainstream candidate. So first off, I am endorsing Kamala Harris for president and Tim Walz for vice president. And I would discourage people out there from going for these third-party purist candidates. purity that gets you nowhere. In politics, you have to make deals, you have to make compromises, reach across the aisle, as the saying goes, and work with people you just can't stand. But you get the stuff done. You get the bills passed. And it was not quite what you want. It was not quite everything you asked for. Take what you can get and go for more. So that's what we're up against. I worry about Harris and Walls, whether they're really for that they might be too influenced by political donors, millionaire political donors, and stay close to the American people. We must do that. That's because they're our guys. We have to keep them accountable, especially because they're our candidates. On the other side is Donald Trump, who has on his side crackpots and ignoramuses and oddballs. And his running mate, J.D. Vance, is no help. He is not exactly Mr. Personality. So I encourage you all, forget about third parties and vote blue all the way through. If we're going to have any progress, advancement in our democracy, we can't let Trump back in. And yes, he will implement Project 2025, the brain tumor of the Heritage Foundation. His aides, his people, they're very much all over Project 2025 as advisors, as authors. Let's keep Donald Trump as far away from the White House as possible. Hopefully in the big house, if you catch my drift. Like I say, support Harris and Waltz and vote blue all the way through. Okie dokie. Advertisements. All this work I do on my YouTube channel and my blog and my podcast are work. It's all work. Oh, by the way, forget that thing with the date. Like I said, my podcast and video channel and YouTube channel and all my work are work. It's an evolving process. So I need your help to help evolve it even further and faster. Please click the website you see there, johnomason.com, right there, yeah. Get on that website, johnomason.com, and click either the Buy Me a Coffee button or the PayPal button and see what you can donate. So I can be accountable to you, the viewers. Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. And also, Soldier of the Cross is available on Amazon.com. It's the story of David Lucas, who, as a young man in the early 60s, is a drunk and a horde chaser and a school bully. He gets in trouble in the army. He comes out with a born-again Christian, a fanatical, manly man who wants to serve Jesus in his own muscular way. But how he goes about it lands him into catastrophe. Please look it up. Soldier of the Cross on Amazon.com. And also, Hemporific is a lovely little CBD product store located on Snyder Avenue near 15th Street in South Philadelphia. There you'll find some of the finest cannabis-infused products. Flour and gummies and candies and lip balm and tea and hand sanitizer and drinks and dog treats. Dog treats, yeah. Look them up, please. HemporificLLC.com. And also my beloved career and business coach, Michelle Snow. Michelle is excellent in helping you develop your professional career or small business. Let you know what you're doing right, where you need work, and help you network with other up-and-coming entrepreneurs and professionals. Please look her up. growwithsnow.com. Okay. All righty then. Let's not get distracted with freak shows or bizarro world candidates. Let's vote on the issues. Let's vote on what's good for America, our people, our children. And let's not ever forget our men and women in uniform and our veterans. I urge you, vote blue all the way through on November 5th. Thanks. Have a good rest of your week. Bye.